What's up, my Naija people? How na dey? So guys, I did a bit of an analysis on APC's Muslim ticket a couple of months ago. In that video, I basically gave my perspective on the whole issue of same-faith ticket. If you've not seen the video, you should go watch it. It's a two-part analysis and I consider it a quite in-depth one. You'll find the link to both videos in the description section or just scroll down on my channel and you'll find the videos there. Now I'm going to play you a snippet, just a short part of part 2 of that video, and then play you another short clip from a video of Tinubu's recent appearance, and he said something that further buttresses one of the points I made in that analysis, where I was basically making a case against Muslim ticket and why it's such a bad idea for contemporary Nigeria. Now let's see the first video and I'll be back to play the second, and then I'll state the point I really want to make here. Now, a cross-section of apologists of this Muslim ticket, in a bid to pacify, I've also said that Christians have nothing to worry about because Tinubu is quite a liberal person and he would promote the interests of the Christians. In fact, Tinubu himself, had come out to actually also make statements in that line that Christians have nothing to worry about. They have even said that Tinubu is Muslim but has a Christian wife who is also a pastor in a prominent denomination. That is the Redeemed Christian Church precisely now. For me, I think that is a fallacy, and in extinguishing that thought, I would say, well, maybe people have really not come to understand or appreciate the whole, idea of faith. Faith is a serious matter. So why do you think any Christian would take, Tinubu serious? Why do you think I in particular will even take Tinubu serious as a person of faith? If a Muslim will have to marry a Christian. So is that supposed to add to his credit or discredit him? Well, I don't know. I want to hear your opinion. Does it add to the credit of a person if you are a member of a faith and then you are able to go as far as having a partner, a spouse who is a member of another faith, a faith that usually are at variance. So I don't know if that adds to the credit of Tinubu, but for me, I don't think it does. Now, let me state here categorically, faith is not like the Nigerian polity. We have had to deal with, this cross-carpeting where people can just wake up and move from APC to PDP today and then PDP to APC tomorrow, cross-carpeting, all of that. And they can even emerge as, the candidates of the new party, overnight, in a matter of days. Faith is not like that. As much as I would encourage peaceful coexistence, tolerance, and all of that, I have Muslim friends, so but that is not to say that you cannot have Muslim and Christians getting married and having spouses. Of course, come on, because faith doesn't work like that. Faith doesn't work like that. People take their faith seriously. These are very serious matters. So if you say Tinubu is liberal, so Christians should have nothing to be afraid about. Christians should relegate all their suspicion because Tinubu is liberal enough to even marry a Christian who is also a pastor. Nigerians are not voting a first lady into power. Nigerians wants to vote a president into power. You need to understand all of this. So that argument really doesn't fly. When you say Tinubu is liberal, then a cross-section of Christians may want to ask you, will Tinubu not be too liberal to protect Christian interests? A number of times, matters of faith usually fall within the conservative line, and then you want to ask yourself, the liberal Tinubu will he, be in a place to understand, the sentiments and be able to comprehend and be able to really, protect and, stand for the Christians when the need be. Now, this is a conversation, these are the issues emanating in the polity, and these are the various insinuations, and these are the arguments, being put forth. And I'm just trying to situate them and trying to see, if some of these arguments, especially for Muslim ticket, can actually fly.
We inherited speaking in tongues from the Bible, but our diversity is a promise for prosperity.
Now, that was Bishop Kuka's 70th birthday celebration event where Tinubu was special guest. So the APC presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, obviously in a bid to justify or maybe allay the fears of Christians and non-Muslims, says we inherited speaking in tongues from the Bible, but our diversity is a promise for prosperity. Maybe you should hear it again.
We inherited speaking in tongues from the Bible, but our diversity is a promise for prosperity.
Now, let me state categorically that Tinubu, with that statement, has actually justified my position where I stated that he may be too liberal to understand the delicate nature of religious and faith sentiments. That statement, as of the time I made it, was actually a direct response to those who say that Tinubu is liberal and therefore Christians have nothing to fear. By extension, they are saying that Tinubu will not align with any agenda to probably dominate another religion because he probably doesn't hold faith matters so seriously to want to probably support an agenda to dominate another religion apart from his. Doesn't Tinubu understand the significance of faith in the life of a people? For serious faith people, the matter of religion is far more significant to whatever earthly proclivities they may have. For the devout faith people, religious affiliation is far more significant than family, ethnic, regional, or racial ties. Devout faith people across the respective religions consider their faith as having implications beyond the earthly realm. That's exactly why matters of faith are usually within the conservative viewpoint and can never fall within liberal lines. So when Tinubu says we inherited speaking in tongues from the Bible, with all due respect to him, he shows gross ignorance and maybe even disregard. He makes light or trivializes what a people hold so significantly. I must confess, that statement doesn't help his case with Christians. Now, not taking anything away from the APC presidential candidate, he probably doesn't mean no harm. He probably thinks we should focus on more salient issues, salient in quote now, that border on development. But this is it. In thinking like that, Tinubu displays gross insensitivity or maybe even lack of awareness by not understanding the delicate nature of faith or religion in human civilization and existence. For an experienced politician of Tinubu's sort, one wants to ask, doesn't he understand these things? Is this a false display of ignorance, especially considering the fact that the APC presidential candidate is quite desperate to be president, having earlier said that being president is his lifelong ambition? Time will not permit me here to go down into history and show the relationship between faith, politics, societal growth, and development. In all truth, they are never at variance. If we are not undermining the facts, religion and faith has always had its great influences on politics and societal growth and development. I do not think it's about to change. So as INEC opens the campaign window, it is not overstating the fact to say that Tinubu and the APC will have a daunting task in their hand trying to convince Nigerians to buy into their same faith ticket. Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe, drop your thoughts in the comment section, like, share if you don't mind. I really appreciate your support here. My Naija people, una do well. What's up, my Naija people? How una dey? My name is Efe Cole Amadin, a political activist, public affairs commentator and writer, multimedia practitioner, and business person. My goal is to promote political participation and awareness, influence public opinion for national development. I'll be bringing you updates and insightful analysis on developments in the Nigerian political sphere